It is the morning of day one. I've just chucked the camera on charge. I'm going to clear the SDs, ready for filming. I am nervous, but I am very excited at the same time. I'm gonna go off and get the final few things that I need, like food and all that stuff. The last bit of the props, finishing off the final touches on the set, and then we will be ready to roll. So, yeah.
Get out of my head! Leave me alone!
Hi everyone, I'm Anna. We are here on the set of Devil in the Deep Blue Sea. Well, we're setting everything up for the first... we have our director right here.
Hello.
Okay, I don't need that anymore now. I'm coming into the light. Say hi to the people, everyone. It's like...
Hello everyone, hello YouTube peeps.
The YouTube people. I just realized I was sitting right in front of you. I'm so sorry.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Imagine you're trying to like strangle it.
And here we have Brenton directing what he does best. So tell me how you feel after doing all that. How's your throat?
Pretty alright.
Yeah?
A bit throaty, yeah. You know, like that feeling when you're losing your voice?
Horsey?
Yeah. But it's worth it. I love it.
Yeah. Nervous, but very, very excited. I think the biggest lesson I've learned as a filmmaker working on this project is that as much as you can plan, as much as you can prepare, things aren't always going to go to plan. And that's okay. But it's how you deal with that, how you strategize, how you work with your team to get back on board the project and to make it the best thing you can. That is what is going to define you as a filmmaker and as a human being in general. Welcome to episode 5 of What's Behind the Devil's Door. Cue credits. Thank you for tuning in and watching this episode. Now, it's been quite a few weeks since I've done one of these, and a lot of things have changed. Quite a few things have changed since we started this project. For starters, we have filmed already. We have entered the stage of principal photography in early April, and when we started, things were going really well. We had casted, we had found our 2 actors to fulfill the roles of Samuel Hartley and Jack Orpheus Morse, and we were so keen to start filming, start capturing this story, bringing it to life. The first night, we got most of our cast and crew in to shoot with our lead actor. We were shooting some smaller scenes to get everyone into the flow of it, to make it easier for everyone. And that night, I was really happy with what we got. There were a few things that may need a reshoot, but overall, I was genuinely quite stoked with what we got. It looked really, really good. But it was after the first shooting day where things decided to take a little bit of a diverted path. We tried to organise, obviously when everyone was free, and as the producer working on this film as well, that's one of my roles, to coordinate everyone to be available for the shooting days, making sure that we're catering for everyone and their availabilities. And we had a few issues trying to coordinate that, and that's okay. That's all part and parcel of it. We just had to work with some cast and some crew on certain days to try and navigate this pathway. And we did shoot further scenes with one of our actors, and I was really happy with them, and I was really happy with the shots. They looked really amazing. I was I felt like I was getting back on track. I felt like our team was growing stronger. We were a bit more organized, a bit more prepared. We were used to the equipment and what we could do with it. And I felt like we really banded together just to get what we needed to get done. And yeah, I was really happy with that. And then after the second day, we went down a different path, and it was a bit more complex than I had anticipated. And that's okay as well. We got to day 3, and some things were working, some things weren't. And a part of that is the life of a filmmaker. You just gotta stop sometimes. You gotta be patient, and you just gotta let some things take the lead. By the end of the day, it was a longer day, but we got there in the end. And whilst I felt like I was happy with it, when I reviewed the footage, I just felt like I don't know what happened on that day. I can't even tell you. I can't even remember what happened on that day. It was all one massive blur for me. And I thought, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm losing control of this story. And as a director, that is not a good sign. And especially when you've got all these issues with availability and in this state of uncertainty as to whether actors can still fulfill the roles in the future. Everything was very uncertain, and I felt that even my crew didn't know what was going on either. And so after day 3, I reached out to one of our actors to see if they could still be part of the project. And unfortunately, there was scheduling conflicts and creative conflicts at play. And that was difficult for me to comprehend and understand. This was the first time for me navigating this sort of path, and it was a difficult decision to make. But when an actor is unavailable for the foreseeable future, and when you want to get this project filmed and in the can, sometimes you've got to put your foot down and say, right, we've got to continue with this story. If you are available, let us know. If you are not available, we will have to look at recasting your role. And we got to the stage where we've had to start recasting, which has obviously halted production. This is the first time that this has ever happened to me as a filmmaker, and this is the first time for me trying to find another actor to fulfill a role that is so integral to the story. The reason why we had to recast is not only because the actor was unavailable, but we needed to have both actors there at the same time, and that wasn't happening. We need to have these 2 actors together because this is a love story gone wrong. This is a horrifically, brutally heartbreaking story that is shared between 2 people trying to navigate the troubled waters of their relationship. And you can't have one actor there film their scenes and then the other actor film their scenes. It's just not going to gel. As much as you can try and make it look like they're together in the edit, it's just not going to work. So therefore, that's why we've decided to recast. And looking back, maybe I could have done things differently. Maybe things might have worked out differently if I went down another path, but we've chosen our paths and we've just got to keep on walking. So with that in mind, I have begun the process of finding our new Jack, and I've received over 30 applications and quite a few self-tapes have come through already, which I'm very excited for. So we're going to start auditioning in person again for that role with our lead actor coming in to help us find their counterpart. And that's something that's exciting me because I think this is now a second chance, and second chances are rare. They are so rare. And when you get those second chances, when you have them right there, just in your grasp, you got to make sure that you hold on tight to those and do your absolute best to try and make this even better than beforehand. And I've already started that. I've already redrafted the script, tightened it, made it more human, made it more emotional, really explored the depths that these characters go to in their relationship, in their internal and external conflicts. They are human. They are so much more human than before, and that makes me feel a whole lot better about this. A whole lot better, because originally this story, I loved it. I loved it so much, but it was born from a place of anger and frustration, and that's not healthy. Absolutely not healthy, especially when you're trying to make that into a film. Like, come on, like, that's another lesson I've learned. Don't make something that's going to make you angry. This is meant to be fun. This is meant to be joyous. This is meant to be a collaborative process. This is meant to be joyous. You're meant to have good memories of this. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all I want to remember. I want to remember the joy of making this. I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be this environment of stress, of panic, of anxiety, because that's not healthy at all. So I'm going to make sure that when we film again, when we get back onto that set, we're going to have the best time. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to remember it, and we're going to bloody believe in Pedro. Hindsight is a wonderful thing to look back on and think, right, we may have made some decisions that didn't turn out the way that we'd hoped, and that is okay. But what we do with the hindsight is we learn, we grow, we prosper, and we find a way to get back to where we need to be. And that is the journey, that is the Odyssea we are going through. And I'm so excited to get back because I've missed this. I've genuinely missed this. And I've missed working with my team and my cast and this story. And I've missed that feeling within me of like when I'm making a film or like when I'm editing it, that sense of I made this, you know? This is something that no one else could have made. This is my story. I've written that script. No one else could have written it the way I've written it. And I just hope that this story not only connects with my audience, my target audience, but I just hope that it connects with something wider than that. I just want it to be understood, to be seen, to connect. That's all I want of this project. I just want people to connect with it, to grow with it, to learn, to understand, and to prosper. That is everything I have to say at this point in time. I sincerely hope that when we find our new Jack, that we've got someone that will understand the character, that will be committed to fulfilling that role and to breathing a new perspective in it. Like, that is the best thing about the audition process. It's the best thing, but I've learnt so much on this journey so far. And the 3 weeks in April that we were filming were the most difficult, but at the end of the day, they've changed me. They've made me a better filmmaker. And that is the best story ever. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking that button just down there. And hit the notification bell as well, because I'm going to be dropping more of these and you want to keep up to date with them, right? So don't miss out. Click the notification bell. Like the video too, and comment below if you've had any difficulties as a filmmaker. If you've been down in the depths of despair wondering how to like bring yourself back up from that, let me know in the comments below, because that is our strength. That is the one thing that we're going to be remembered by. How we get back up from rock bottom. So thank you for tuning in, and this is your captain signing out. We'll see you later.